The Black Lives Matter movement doesn't believe Black Lives Matter. In fact, they are the single greatest threat facing young black men who want to survive to become old black men. So why have Democrats embraced the Black Lives Matter movement? The Black Lives Matter movement rose to prominence after the fully justified killing of thug 18-year-old black man Michael Brown by white officer Darren Wilson in Ferguson, Missouri. They claimed Wilson murdered Brown for racist reasons. That was totally false. But facts, evidence, these mean nothing to the Black Lives Matter movement and their allies. Defending criminals and rioters and lying about police, that's what matters to the Black Lives Matter movement. So, what do the Black Lives Matter folks want? According to their website, they demand the, quote, immediate arrest of Officer Darren Wilson, a man that even the racist Eric Holder-run Justice Department acknowledged shot Michael Brown in self-defense. The Black Lives Matter movement, they want to see the creation of a, quote, national policy specifically aimed at redressing the systemic pattern of anti-black law enforcement violence in the United States. Most importantly, they want, quote, to decrease law enforcement spending at the local, state, and federal levels. By fighting the cops, the Black Lives Matter movement and their Democratic allies get black people killed. The real threat to young black men doesn't lie with white police officers at all. In reality, cops don't over-arrest blacks. Crime victim reports match arrests in terms of racial data. Sentencing disparities among races, that's an effect of prior criminal history and other variables, but not race. Police actually hesitate more often in violent confrontation with black suspects, and they shoot black suspects less often than white suspects in similar situations. The real threat to young black men lies with other young black men. Black people generally are almost 8 times more likely to be murdered than white people, according to statistician Nate Silver. Murder is now the #1 cause of death for black males 15 to 34, and virtually all of those murders are committed by other young black men. Black men represent approximately 6% of Americans, but nearly 40% of all murder victims and perpetrators. And it's been that way for a century. In the 1920s, one estimate put the black murder rate at 7 times that of whites. In 1950, the black murder rate was 12 times the murder rate of whites. Why the disparity? Because for generations, white racist Democrats did not want to police black communities. Democrats threw black men in jail for petty crimes against whites, but they did nothing when black men murdered other black men. The radical Republicans who wrote the 14th Amendment wrote the Equal Protection Clause, guaranteeing the equal protection of the law specifically to stop such abuses. John Bingham, who largely wrote the Equal Protection Clause, he said he wanted the Constitution to provide the same right for blacks to, quote, full and equal benefits of all laws and proceedings for the security of persons and property. That obviously didn't happen. It didn't happen for the same reason that segregated schools for blacks were derelict. Racist white Democrats wanted it that way. That was then. Today, the people pushing against police presence in the black community are black racists, like the people who lead the Black Lives Matter movement and the Democrats they control. The truth is that black communities desperately need more law enforcement. They need basic rule of law so the vacuum isn't filled by gangs. Only the rule of law can create a safe space for business investment, which provides jobs and economic growth. That's why in anarchic parts of the world, places with no rule of law, like Afghanistan or the Mexican border, murder rates skyrocket. As LA Times reporter Jill Levy writes, quote, where the criminal justice system fails to respond vigorously to violent injury and death, homicide becomes endemic. African Americans have suffered from just such a lack of effective criminal justice, and this, more than anything, is the reason for the nation's long-standing plague of black homicides. Of course, while these modern black racists are leading the charge to make life worse for black Americans, it's still those same old white racist Democrats who benefit from the destruction. White racists like Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, who are happy to watch black people die if it means winning elections by race baiting. The Black Lives Matter movement does not fight to save black lives. Rule of law means safety for black Americans. Black Lives Matter pushes lawlessness. And the Democratic Party, beholden to its divisive sponsors, joins in the crusade for chaos and leaves dead young black men in its wake.